and especially when we're doing our fat sats, that we have a nice uniform fat saturation for our pictures, okay? Any questions on this thus far? So as I start to move her in, you know, right off the bat, we're going to give her something to put between her hands so they're not on top of each other. But notice this cable, because this cable's kind of coming out and it's on her arm, right? So go ahead and take a sponge and just make sure that her arm is not touching that cable. And then she's good to go. Okay? What's that? Yes. So now when we put her in, I can't really feel where her center of her joint is, but I know I put the center of her joint right here at the center of the coil, which is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just now take my laser light and go right on that X. Because I know the center of her hips in the center of my coil, and I just put now my center of my coil in the center of the magnet, and everything's perfect. Okay? So then I can go ahead and get my green light, and hopefully this stops at isocenter. And that is where it would stop for her MRI of the hips then. So I just want to again double check where when I plug this coil in, and it's got this big old, you can lay it down to the side if you want, or because I don't want, see how that naturally wants to twist? What I could also do is just put this underneath her pillow. And if it sits like that, great. There's even times where you can go ahead and say, I'm gonna take a sandbag and make sure that does not move and want to kind of fall back. If this box is touching this wall, I'm okay. But I don't want the cable touching it, okay? Because that cable, this already actually has, you know, it's protected. But I don't want the cable touching. And right now, if I look at it, there is nothing on this side of that cable touching. She's little enough, her arms aren't even touching that much, but to be sure, then you can still take your pads and put one on that side, and you can take one and put it on this side, and then maybe you can even then tell Kristen, I'm just going to put some pads by your elbows here, so if you want to rest your arms out, you're welcome to. You know, and then she can maybe just put her arms out on the side. Does that sound good? Easy enough?
Yeah, using it